Hello, everybody. Welcome to GAHCast. I am your host, Hydrowave99, and I'm joined here today with FluufAlpaca. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Hello, everyone.
Yep.
I've
So,
got four little kittens running around, terrorizing the lands,
right,
spreading their seeds across the lands, and all that uh, all the other crap that they're doing, like crawling up my backs and clawing the shit out of it.
right.
So yeah.
I hear you.
Anyway,
Yeah. So, as many of you can tell, we are missing someone again. I am sure he's looking up some things about Monica. But really, though, yeah, that's the face he makes every time he sees Monica. Yeah. Yeah, that's the face of Monica excitement right there. We'll make that the PNG, one of his emotes on his chat. We have to advocate for that.
but
Um, yeah,
back to you, Steve.
yeah. So yeah, today what we're gonna do is we have a couple of topics here. I mean, obviously, I wanted to try some, make the show even more personal and add more, a little couple other changes of flow with the episode. Like I want to give us more time to talk about, you know, just things that mean more to us, make it a little bit more a personal topic, even not just asking like, hey, did you get any new games or technology. I think that I really want to make this a more personal show. I'm sure Alpaca knows what I mean, because we've been chatting about this idea for about a week or so.
Oh yeah. As the Godcast, I mean, for me, like, I don't mind it because it just allows a little bit more of a personality, not just robotic tech news, I guess. I don't know. Like, it allows a bit more, I'd say it allows you to be able to engage with us a little bit better. Like, you understand our daily lives and who we are in a sense. Um, it's not just like, oh, hey, we're, a tech news and that's it. You get to understand us a little bit more and more like our, what we'd like, I guess, in a sense. More like who we are than just a tech and gaming news
Yeah.
host.
Yeah. So, Alpaca, this is something I did not mention to you when we were, prior to this recording, but I want to give your. Well, I'm thinking what we might do is that in the future, so not this episode, but I think the next episode, what we can do, we'll have our usual gaming news and tech news, all that stuff, but what we can do is that each person should be able to have the right to present one article that is not entirely with technology or gaming that really, makes them excited.
Okay.
I don't know what you think of the idea, but I think that sounds like a nice, makes it a bit even more of a personal show.
Oh yeah, it goes along with the lines of what I was just saying in a sense, because like we get to introduce you to stuff that when it comes to those with like an article of or something news that is more deeply related to us than just, oh yeah, this is kind of interesting, like this is, I guess, interesting. It's more now, it's more like, oh, this is quite interesting, you know to us. We're more,
Yeah,
it allows us to be engaged into it, I guess, but it would also allow, you know uh, more deeper meaning to, I guess, to like who we are, I guess. Like what I'm trying to say is that if we were just talking about news that was, present but wasn't, I guess, personalized, why would we even want to be connected to it? Why would I, let's just say I was talking to you about the chemicals in a soda drink or a monster energy drink, or talk to you about, let's say you hate, financial stuff or the
Yeah.
stock market or something that you wouldn't want to hear about. That's you know, nobody's interested in it. You're just only slightly interested. So it's like, why there wouldn't be much engagement.
Yeah.
So I do like it, the idea of just having more to talk about than just yeah, you know.
Yeah, it was something that I was hoping that we keep the show more focused on technology and gaming, but then it came out to make as long as the primary focus is technology and gaming, and when we did those, I'm sure many of you would know the earlier episodes of the show we had more shit posty topics at the end. If we kind of make that more of the personal article section rather than the shit post section, I think that could go a long way too make the show a bit more relatable. So if any of you are watching this and want to leave a comment, just let us know and we'll try and make that possible.
Hmm.
So yeah. Um but other than that though, I mean, do you have anything else that's new with you? Like did you get any other because I am gonna ask this again, but were you able to get any hands on new games or have you played anything recently that you thought was, that made you feel like this was exciting and noteworthy of talking about?
Um, Good question. So, back to my personal stuff. Just for a small second. Um, I got, I think I got a maybe a pneumonia or something, which
Right.
is odd to talk about. For tech news, but hey, I'm getting an antibiotic for it.
Nice.
Also, I got a canker sore, which is annoying me
Oh.
too when I'm talking. Uh, but as far as tech stuff, what I've been doing besides suffering with a like a dry cough all the damn time, um, been playing Red Dead 2 again. It is my, I believe, third time that I played through it. The second time around, I didn't finish it. Um, but Red Dead 2, definitely an amazing game. There's a lot of details in it that would blow your mind at first, but then you realize, that's kind of what they're there for everyone to kind of discover and be like, this is a detail. You know, it's quite an intriguing story for me anyway, because what the whole story, the kind of moral in a sense about it is that, you know, um, it's not like, you play as a gang, um, that is on the run. It's during the late Wild West where everything was kind of being more civilized and stuff, but they still cling to the old ways of kind of being outlaws, and they kind of pay the price in the end, in a sense, um, either getting locked up or eventually they do escape into a more ideal civilized life. But the main moral is that, you know, are some greedy, like evil people that can do stuff through legal means, are they as terrible as an outlaw
Right.
that is, stealing and killing illegally, while these people are legally killing with paper, with a pen and a paper than a gun and a knife, and all that stuff.
Right.
So so that's kind of the thing, is like some that's kind of relates a bit to the tech sort of stuff, is that some people will abuse their power to you know some people in tech will abuse their power, kind of like, I guess, Activision. They're a well-known company, they're popular and stuff. Thinking about that sort of stuff, they abuse their power in their position to get away with their crimes. And I wouldn't say they did it legally, but people who think that they're all it, because they're popular and they're a house brand.
Yeah. And I know that
Oh.
one of the topics we have listed is kind of tying in with that sort of idea of, empowered, like the feeling of, you're abusing power. I think one of the topics I'm going to bring up kind of ties in with that idea, and you'll see what I mean when we get to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Anyways, I think let's just start with the first news topic. Do you think we want to just go ahead and start with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So our first news topic for today is the fact that Netflix bought off Night School Studio, which is responsible for Oxenfree. And we can see the tweet over here. It says, small team of story-loving game people join big team of game-loving story people, Netflix. So, and this was obviously in the verge of, when Netflix was trying to get into the gaming studio in the game space. And honestly, like seeing them acquire more studios like this is a sign that they are actually taking this pretty seriously.
Oh yeah, certainly. See, the thing is I noticed that with a lot of companies is that when they do buy up sort of stuff, they're moving towards that sort of like, because like when it came to like EA kind of eating up old studios, but that's the thing is though, I wonder if Netflix is doing it just to have the IPs, or if it's just uh or if it's just to have more power over them. That's another thing that kind of ties back to what I was just saying, is like, with EA, that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
I was wondering because, like, though even though they have sort of like, now that they have this indie studio, I hope they're just joining for that, for
Yeah.
that, ability to have a higher budget. Because I remember playing Oxenfree, and um, it was very much, in a sense, Stranger Things, but with like its own sort of slight um twist on it, I guess. Like there was a girl who very kind of like, the bullied sort of, unpopular girl, and she goes into this cave, and I guess I think I remember she gets transported into a world, and there's like something going on that she can't explain.
Right.
I'd love to see a sort of series adaptation that kind of relates to that sort of um thing, sort of like finding, you know, paranormal or beyond unusual sort of things that happen to people who, you know. And the thing is about the game is I think it loops. Like once you do it, it loops back to the very start. I'm not too sure. It's like a paradox.
Right. It's funny for a game like that. That actually would be very cool to see as a Netflix series. So I think with Netflix's funding, I'm sure they can make something like that on the road. In addition to promoting they'll have more they'll probably have access to all Netflix IPs. So I'm sure they could probably make a proper Stranger Things game with that. Like there could be some interesting things they can do with this.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Yeah. So I think, and speaking of acquisitions, we have another one to talk about too. And that is that Sony also acquired Bluepoint.
Hmm.
Now, Bluepoint, for those who don't know what the studio is, this studio is, a studio that is well renowned for things like the Demon Souls remake that just came out recently, and
Oh yeah.
they're really known for remakes and remasters and all that sort of stuff. That's what they're known for. They've had a very heavy hand with Sony recently, so in a way, this made a lot of sense for this partnership to be a thing. Well, not more to a partnership, but actual acquisition.
Hmm.
Now, I'm sure you noticed, we were just talking about Fire Sprite last week, which happened a few weeks, I think around a week or two prior to the last episode. It seems like Sony's starting to really get this drive going on trying to acquire all the studios that they've been close with for a while.
Yeah.
So I guess in the same, let's just get back to the topic of power for a second. The deep meaning of power and like acquisition for power.
Oh yeah,
So
because this whole sort of topic, this kind of reminds me of the idea of them trying to legally hold on, and you are legally bound to we own you sort of thing.
yeah, like what we've noticed too is that I mean, compared to these two acquisitions, you could see one of them was to buy into a studio to try and get into an industry rather than build something of
Hmm.
their own. Sony, on the other hand, has been buying up studios more so to kind of test them out and then see if they can match with their ecosystem. Clearly,
Yeah.
as you could tell, like Sony's been testing studios more so than any other company, I think. Like, look at Microsoft and how they acquired Bethesda.
Hmm.
Now, a lot of people say that Bethesda ties in very closely with Microsoft because they had a history together. Like, the first Elder Scrolls game to be on a console was Morrowind, and that was exclusive to Xbox. And in addition to that, too, like a lot of the studios that they've had, like id Software and Bethesda, the Softworks themselves, and they've had a strong legacy on PC. And with Microsoft owning Windows, like it feels like it kind of makes sense in some way.
Yeah, it really does, I think, because I think Bethesda was actually happy with being acquired by Microsoft, as far as I remember. Like, I remember, like, Todd Howard himself saying that he was happy to be part of Microsoft now or something. I can't remember. I may be completely wrong, but
Yeah,
um,
and even then, I remember also reading that Microsoft even said themselves like we want to make sure all the major people in the company are happy and are approve being part of the partnership before they went ahead and did this. And Phil Spencer admitted that, and I remember this too. And if Phil Spence and he said like if Todd Howard or any of the major people like Pete Hines or anyone like that was not interested in the deal, they wouldn't have gone with it.
mhm.
But back to power, like it makes you think about like with a big move like that, even like I know this is technically supposed to be about more so about the Sony acquiring Bluepoint, but I just want to trail off a little bit here because again, this is all about the concept of
Oh,
power.
no, it's okay. That's kind of the overarching theme
Exactly, but
right now.
yeah, and it really just comes down to like, does this feel like you know everyone is truly trying to gobble each other up for the sake of gobbling each other up, kind of like how EA acquired Masters or Sony acquired Firesprite and Bluepoint and Insomniac, or how Netflix we talked about earlier. They acquired the developers of Oxenfree.
Yeah.
And all these acquisitions, everything, the concept, are the corporations truly doing this to mesh with their cultures, or is this a move more so to gain power?
Hmm.
Now,
Because if you legally can say, yes, you can legally say, yes, I own your studio, and you can quit, but you'll lose all the benefits of that contract, even though it, may affect you in other ways that, you might not have foreseen when you wrote your name,
right.
that, when you signed your name.
I feel like, I mean, with some of the studios that Microsoft has acquired, like some of the studios, like I haven't really noticed much of a connection. Like, when Microsoft went crazy with, Obsidian in Exile and Double Fine, like a lot of those, and even the most surprising one I think was I forgot the name of the studio. Shoot, it's losing my mind. But the studio of Senua's Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
Oh yes, I let me look that up.
It's
Give
it's
me one
blank on my
second.
yeah, it's blank on my mind right now. Honestly,
They're the developers you're asking?
yeah,
Okay, that is made by Ninja Theory.
right. Ninja Theory. I don't know why I forgot about that, but my god. Like those,
It's okay.
yeah, those three studios. Honestly, like I know those did not have much. Yep, they didn't feel Microsoft E in a way before the acquisition.
Hmm.
Now the funny thing is that Microsoft owning, it's Obsidian and In Exile, those two have been buddy buddy for a while, and it is kind of just a coincidence that Microsoft got both of them.
Yep.
And with something like Playground made sense because they've been doing a lot of the Forza Horizon games, and but that's a good example of kind of similar to Sony, a studio that they've partnered with for a very long time. They've been able to acquire them. Like that was a made sense partnership and acquisition. But again, like we discussed, do we feel like now? Here's a question for you: do you feel like some of these recent acquisitions in gaming are starting to become more power hungry and just people fanboying about their favorite company acquiring studios? Or do you think this is truly meant for the betterment of gaming?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing is that it might seem surface level that, oh yeah, we're happy to be a part of this big name or this big company, but I mean, then again, those people have like it's kind of like a lot of a lot of publishers kind of have that issue is they are the ones who control how the dice rolls, in a sense, like to kind of relate to Activision. A lot of Activision's a lot of the Call of Duty games when it comes to like the bundles and that sort of stuff, there's like a quota that they create, and that's Activision. That is not, it maybe, the studios like Treyarch or Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer, maybe they get a cut, but bottom line, it is Activision themselves who, force the developers to make these bundles, and it- the main game kind of suffers because they have a division that makes these bundles, and then they have a division that works on the other parts of the game, and they focus the more creative people on the bundle side so they can make more money out. People are more interested in a gun that has a tank built into it that houses like a bunch of uh, goldfish or something. People would be more intrigued in that than you know having a map that is an aquarium that you can like you know uh, you know have a trap that you pull a lever and they fall into a shark tank or something.
Yeah.
They could have put that creativity into that part, the actual gameplay rather than some cool cosmetic.
And so I feel like with a lot of these acquisitions, be it like gaming or technology or anything really, I think it comes down more so like how are the studios being used? Like look at like Activision for example, like we were just talking about. They
Hmm.
turned all their studios practically beside the Blizzard studios into Call of Duty studios, and that is just a shame to see. Like
Oh yeah.
that is definitely power hunger. Like years abusing studios for the sake of power and just hey, we just want money and greed and power, and we just want to strengthen our market league with Call of Duty. So let's just make sure all of our studios are just cranking on Call of Duty content. Like just like yeah, Toys for Bob. Like the studio behind Spyro and yeah, I think that's the studio. Spyro and Crash mostly get relegated to just Call of Duty, and I think they also do the Tony Hawk Pro Skater remakes too, and see all that talent just get dump sided.
Yeah, like Activision is not the same company. When I think of Activision, I no longer think of that, you know, um, shiny glint in your eye that is the Atari, with all those games that Activision published. I no longer think of that. I think of, Call of Duty. That's all you think about when you think of Activision. You don't think of a lot of the other games that they published because they have saturated that part of their franchise way too much that it's kind of all you think about. Like, I know somebody out there can name, without searching it up on Google or looking at notes or whatever, they can say, "Oh yeah, but Activision published this or that." But you
There's
ask anybody on the street, what's the first thing that they come up when they think of when you tell them what is a game franchise that Activision has made? 2 out of 10 will say uh Pitfall.
yeah, Pitfall or anything like that. The sad
I
thing
don't
too, if you think
know.
or River Raid even, but like the sad thing too, if you think about it, the people that will think of those sort of games are all the people that are like in their 40s or 50s now.
Yeah,
Talk to someone who's like right now, it's all Call of Duty. And then you look at
exactly.
yeah, and then look at what Sony and Microsoft have mostly been doing. They both just let their studios be hands off. Like any studio they acquire, they're just like, hey, we'll just give you the funding, leave you guys alone. And especially with Sony's case, like they've trusted these studios for a while. Those studios they've acquired, like Insomniac, even they've trusted these studios for a while. So it made sense that they'd be more hands off. Like, hey, we know the content make is amazing. Just keep doing what you're doing, and we're fine. That's how they're able to get it. I mean, obviously, I'll have some say, but that you get games like Ratchet and Clank and Spider Man and Wolverine because of that stuff.
Yeah.
It, two of which are games that I know one of our good old hosts probably wish to talk about again.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Instead,
Considering.
he's probably looking at a computer playing Coffin Dance at 10 frames per second while streaming.
He's probably streaming in 4K by accident. He's like, "Damn, why is my stream so blurry? Why am I running at like 10 frames per second?"
I remember that too. And it's like I remember I was just hopping in just like for those of you who don't know, I am pretty much the troll of Ghostweller streams. I'm the one that likes to screw around with the stream for no apparent reason. Oh, there's myself laugh.
Yes.
And
Especially when he's playing Donkey Kong Call of Duty Zombies and he's listening to trolla.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure
Not of
most.
not of his own accord, but you know.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I saw you and Ghost were in the open mic chat, which don't ask me why you guys did that, but
He
eh,
says he likes the randomness of it. I don't know.
yeah,
Feels kind of
yeah. Anyways, I remember that, and I was just like, let's just screw around with his stream. And so all I just do is just play like try to find the least copyrighted music I can. And then somehow I remember like he was watching a stream and he was like yelling like somehow like my computer I had to stop this song because for some reason my game was running at 10 frames per second. And I was just dying laughing. So I know when the future I have a future roast I have to do to him and it's gonna be freaking hilarious with that. It's gonna be great. And even though he's gonna say yell at me, yeah, I mean your computer records these podcasts like total crap. I'm gonna come back with him, yeah, but your computer is technically more powerful than mine, and your game's running at 10 frames per second while listening to a song. That's freaking hilarious.
yeah. I mean, it's it's a little hypocritical. Like I don't know. Like it, the worst part is when he thinks that I made him a shitty like PC. It's like, dude, I didn't even have to do it.
Yeah. Um, but anyways, back to the
I,
topic. Yeah, let's get back to the topic here. We had our own little fun moment, and obviously we're gonna have plenty more of these in the episodes too. But yeah, looking at the acquisitions as a whole between PlayStation acquiring Bluepoint and Netflix acquiring Oxenfree, I think overall, I think one of them makes more sense for market penetration. Netflix doesn't have any gaming studios. I think this one makes a little bit more sense. And Sony, they've had a partnership with these guys for a long time. Again, it makes sense why they would acquire these guys. But it does give you a little bit of a concern, like with other acquisitions. Like, what if there's been plenty of rumors circulating for a while for about Microsoft buying Sega?
that
And
would be quite interesting.
considering, yeah, if Microsoft acquired Sega, that would draw some eyes. Considering they would own Persona and, of course, Catherine Full Body.
I still don't understand.
They would own Catherine Full Body and Sonic the Hedgehog, which is kind of nuts to think about if Sega owned Sonic, because then they'd have their own platforming mascot to compete with Sega, which is it'll bring back Sonic versus Nintendo all over again. Ugh.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Um, but it seems like Microsoft and Nintendo have been in good terms. But yeah, but then that also, when we go back to power, that really makes you think about that. That makes you
Mm.
really think about power. But we'll just instead of talking about. I think this is a really philosophical topic. We can go on about this, but I think let's move on to something a little bit more celebratory.
Yeah, like Ghostwiller finally achieving 10 frames per second, dude.
Oh my
He
god.
finally appreciates he finally appreciates the GT 1030. Get
Oh my god. That
fucked! Get fucked, Ghostwiller! All right, back to
Yeah. Well, obviously that's worth celebrating, but also what's worth celebrating is Tokyo Game Show and Natsuki. All the Tokyo girls are amazing.
anyways, where is that? I hear it
Uh,
is.
yeah. So Tokyo Game Show. I'm sure you know what that is. It's Japanese E3.
Yes.
So what I have here is an article featuring the biggest highlights from that event, and I think let's get to it. So they showed a trailer for Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, which is essentially kind of a prequel-ish of Final Fantasy 1, but it's gonna be like an action like spin-off. So it's like gonna be more of an action spin-off of Final Fantasy 1. If I remember correctly, I believe this is the one that's made by Koei Tecmo, but I don't remember. But anyways, but yeah, do you have any thoughts about this game?
Um, no, because I don't really follow Final Fantasy that much,
Right.
but I do. I I mean, more power to them.
Yeah,
You know.
I heard it's a pretty good game though. But besides that, I think we can move on to the next thing they showed off.
Hmm.
Um, they did show off, a bit more sport spoken. And how they show off, they just had another trailer showing off more of the Magic Parkour system.
Hmm.
Because I don't remember, I think you remembered when we were talking about the PlayStation Showcase and how you had like, you saw like the main protagonist, they're just zooming across the entire map, and it looked zippy and fast, and it was freaking awesome
Hmm.
looking. I mean, if we had Ghostweller on here, I'm sure we'd have him give up some minor thoughts on this. We wouldn't say much, but some minor thoughts. Um, we can move on here. So they also showed off Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier, Triangle Strategy, and more. So the Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier, if you don't know what the hell that is a Final Fantasy Battle Royale game on cell phones.
Oh
So we don't really need to talk about that. Voice,
no, we don't. We don't.
yeah, Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars. That was a game that was shown off at the Nintendo Direct that happened last week or like 2 weeks ago. That game was, that was that card game looking one. I don't even remember what that was. I don't think you even watched it, but we did talk about it briefly.
Um, I give me 1 second. I don't think. No, I don't. I don't think I remember it too
Yeah.
much.
And then and then obviously there is the last game on the list that they showed off here. Um, Final Fantasy. They have the Chocobo GP, which is a Final Fantasy kart racing spin-off game. Which that was on the Nintendo Direct too from a couple weeks ago. I think we might have talked about that briefly, but nothing crazy.
Okay.
I mean, if Ghost was here, he probably would have made some cheeky comment about that. But
I guess so. I guess.
let's move on to this. We also have Eden Chronicle. I guess it gets gameplay reveal. And it's like a 16-bit pixel art looking like action RPG game. And like the different characters that will be in the game. You might actually like this one if you take a look at it.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, it kind of looks. One second, let me mute this.
Yeah.
Stupid ads. Damn it. All right. It,
It's EIYUDEN.
yep. Eden,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it looks pretty cool.
I figured you might like a game like this. It's like a
Uh,
16-bit-ish like action RPG. I think it seems like it would be up your alley.
yeah. Uh, I, I'm not
Uh,
too sure. I like the how smooth the animation is, but
it's
uh,
it's
it
kind of
kind of
cool.
yeah. It looks kind of a bit too bootleg iOS Android
Yeah.
fake fake game.
I think the thing you could at least look forward to, is you could just try the game out and see if you like it. If not, use Steam, get the refund on it.
Yeah, aside from the way the
Yeah.
how fluid the animation is, in my opinion, like I think it's gonna be okay,
Yeah.
But it's just I'm looking at the preview right now. Yeah, that's not really bad. It's just it reminds me of that like oh, unblock the lava and kill the orc instead of the hero to save the princess,
Yeah.
sort of like iOS mobile
Yeah.
um sort of advertisement I got every
Mm-hmm.
time I looked at a YouTube video. I get an ad like that.
Mm.
No offense, just saying.
Yeah. And then another thing they showed off here, a big thing they showed off was I don't know if you realize how big Monster Hunter is in Japan.
I know it was very big in Japan, and it has just taken, it just took after Monster Hunter World, it kind of took off a lot more in the
Yeah.
Western audience.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, over in Japan, yeah, I know it was a very big thing, and I did see in a lot of the gameplay of the earlier and even World, there's a lot more Eastern influence, I feel. And now it's kind of a little bit more westerny, I think.
yeah,
I'm not
especially
too
with the
sure.
world. But anyways, but yeah, what I was gonna get to is that Monster Hunter Rise. This was a
Yeah.
Switch exclusive, and it's actually coming to Steam.
Oh, that's good.
I believe it's like January 2022. I believe they said because there's going to be an expansion. It's going to be released in summer 2022, which is called Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and they
Yeah.
show off some more things about that. Sega showed off RPG, and it's called Sin Chronicle, and it's a mobile RPG. And I don't think you like mobile RPGs, so I'm gonna skip that one.
And I mean, I do like Golden Sun. That's a mobile RPG. Just kidding.
No, we were talking about like mobile RPGs, like a traditional console like RPG.
I know. I'm just taking the
Yeah.
piss. Okay. If then everything on the Switch is a mobile RPG or something.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And yeah, and it did say Monster Hunter Rise comes to Steam on January. We could skip that because we already talked about that. Uh,
Oh,
but yeah, new Square Enix RPG, Dungeon Encounters. I don't think it's like a dungeon exploring RPG that's gonna release on October 14th. I don't have much to say on this because I don't really know what this is, but the art style seems interesting, but I don't have much else to say on that. It looks like it had the art style from what I'm looking from the illustration they have here. I don't think it's exact gameplay, but it looks like it has like a 1950s style cartoon, like comic art style. But who the hell
it does
knows?
look very, very cel shaded.
Yeah,
Um, one of these things doesn't belong here. Why is there some person, some figure with headphones, and these other guys look like they're from 18,000 hundreds?
well, I know which guy is GhostwellerGame in the bunch. Just
Yes.
change one of the guy's hair to brown, and there's GhostwellerGame. Change a couple clothing here and there, maybe a little hairstyle swap, and right
Maybe make
next
him
to
look like a playboy, you know.
yeah. So I wish I could draw in here, but see that girl that had the blue hair over there?
Oh.
Swap her hair out with pink, like a brownish hair, and just like change her outfit to be more of a Japanese schoolgirl. Wow, I saw that weird. There's Monica right there. So there's Ghostweller Monica right in the thumbnail of the video. There you go. There we go. Oh, and change that white hair girl to be a skeleton. And you have Sans right there. We'll have a Temp theme song here too.
No. Wait, hold on a second. Big brain. You know the one we were saying, the one with headphones that looks like a Ghostweller?
Yeah.
Ghostweller is Sans. Look at the blue hoodie, the white shirt. Just change the face to a skeleton and change the pants to black.
Oh my god, you're right.
Just like
Ghostweller Games and Sans confirmed. Everyone, go to Ghostweller Games Twitter or his Twitch stream and just tell him that Ghostweller Game is Sans. Confirmed. We're doing it. Let's go. Whenever he decides to stream again, we're doing that. Make an announcement. Confirm. Let's go. Oh yeah, and I forgot Monster Hunter is getting a collab with Sonic and Ghosts and Goblins. So they're gonna have some Sonic event happening in Monster Hunter Rise. Interesting. And oh yeah, I forgot that Phil Spencer is trying to increase Japanese support in Xbox, and they also saying that Ikumi Nakamura. I don't know if you remember who she is.
Mm-mm.
In Bethesda streams of like E3 have this like one really like happy eccentric girl that presents like Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh.
She has like a short haired Japanese girl, kind of been
Yeah.
memed on a little bit. That's Ikumi Nakamura, and she's working on a sequel to Gungrave because she left
Okay.
Tango. And here's the thing though. There's the guy who's directing the Evil in 2 is actually working on another game. And if we had GhostwellerGame here, he would actually be going through a freaking nerd boner.
Why?
Horror games, Evil Within 2.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see.
He actually is familiar with Evil Within, so that's why I'd be. And obviously, you can see Microsoft has shown they're confirmed, but they're putting Scarlet Nexus and a couple of the Japanese games on the Xbox Game Pass servers, which is good. And they're showing that they're actually confirmed for localization of Redfall, Starfield, and more.
I see.
So they are committing to that. How far do King of Fighters?
Not very. Not very.
Well, they showed off a character called Isla. Has like a very like jet set radio vibe. Anyway, she looks really cool. I definitely getting that game, checking that out. And
Okay.
a game called Swery is getting a Xbox exclusive demo, and Eternal Return gets a release date and trailer. And yeah, not much to say on that. But yeah, this looks obviously for you in particular, and GhostwellerGame, who is probably looking at Monica every single second right now. And Sans, he probably has those two pictures right now as like a shrine in his room.
What is this leading up to?
That's just a joke I'm making because Ghostweller's not here.
Oh, okay, good. Never mind.
Um,
I was just like, oh shit, where is he leading up to? what does this have to do with it?
yeah, yeah. I'm saying how for you and GhostwellerGame, I was adding a little emphasis for comedy's sake. Anyways, for you, go a game who, like I said, was looking at a shrine filled with Monica and Sans plushies and one
This
Fortnite
is
Nerf
definitely
gun.
leading up to something. This is definitely leading up to something.
Um. Anyway, so you guys probably not so much the Japanese stuff. Not as much.
Not as much.
I mean, you do like Nintendo somewhat because Golden Sun.
Furries and
Yeah. Well, if Camelot actually can make a Golden Sun game, you have a nerd boner right there and that.
I have no idea if I would, honestly. I would love it, but I know they'd probably mess something up like Dark Dawn.
Right. Or just like I think what we were talking about at 1.2 do a reboot.
Yeah, a reboot would work. Oh shit, the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I think it's a thing worth talking about. I mean, it's funny to think about that recently in the last few years. I've gotten a little bit more Eastern oriented than I used to. Like, I guess this is a little bit more personal. Obviously, I don't know many of the games shown here. Like, I do know King of Fighters and Voice of Cards, and a couple of games here, and Monster Hunter Rise. Like that. I even know a lot of those games. I have played Monster Hunter World, but the thing is, just it kind of shows like this is one of those topics. It's like you can clearly see a completely different culture from another side of the world.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Yeah,
It,
like you see, like you see all the Japanese stuff, and for most of us, you look at this and you're like, why would any of this be interesting? But you see that Japanese culture and their interests in games are all different, compared to the Western stuff. Like we look at Gamescom and E3 and all the other major conferences that we have over here, and even PAX. You can see that this is also we would probably have more to say on this, considering you and Ghostweller, Mister. I don't like Doki Doki Literature Club, but he secretly does, or actually more so, Mister. I don't like Fortnite, but he actually has played it and enjoyed it.
oh yes, or Mr. I don't like Undertale, but I played it and enjoyed it.
I wish that was the reality. I wish the reality. We need to get them that game and make them play it on stream for Halloween. That'd be perfect.
You want it to be reality? Give me 1 second. Where did I stow this? Fuck, where is it? Oh, here it is. This is an edit I did just now while you were talking.
Oh my god. That is perfect. Yeah,
Ghostweller's sense confirmed.
can we can what oh my god. Can we just give Ghostweller Undertale Deluxe so we can just play that or Deltarune?
Okay, I'm gonna display capture this. Give me 1 second.
Oh my
Start.
god. I may have to censor that part of the screen there because I didn't get the Discord chat showing, but
Oh shit! Sorry. Fuck.
minimize. There we go.
God damn it! I am so sorry. Fuck. I don't want to give you any more editing than you need to.
It's fine. This is
But let me just kill my webcam for a second.
yeah. Once you get your Steam page going, I'll actually blow this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make a special here. A special moment. I'm gonna shrink my side down, and for the special moment of FluufAlpaca.
I'm just gonna wait. Let me just like remove this.
Yeah.
But okay. Hello everybody, and welcome to Wait, Groove Coaster? What's Groove Coaster? Why did it come up with Undertale?
Oh my god. I have the podcast layout rearranged, so whenever you're ready to share your screen for the Steam page, please do it. So we can see this live for you
Okay.
gifting GhostwellerGame Undertale.
Hello, everybody. That's similar to Chrono Trigger. That's good, right? Add to cart. What is this?
Purchase as gift.
Boop.
It's like that good.
When should I schedule?
Just gift it today. I don't care.
Oh.
He'll wake up tomorrow. He's gonna be like, what the hell? Type in GhostwellerGame. Make sure it's GhostwellerGame for the first name. So he doesn't have to blare at us to censor him at like 5 seconds in. Because you know how he is with that. No, AKA Sans, do it. Oh. Oh my god, yes. Just oh my god, put in the chat. Oh my god. Hello, Ghostweller. You owe us a stream of this game. Oh my god. Or just put stream this game, please. Oh my god. Get him Deltarune too. Get him Deltarune outside this. This is gonna be perfect. And he has to. This is the scariest one yet. Oh my god, love. Love. Leave the uwu on there. That'd be perfect. Oh, but just put your signature. Oh my god! Imagine if he sees this. He's like, "What the world's going on?" Oh my god. Oh my god. Just
continue.
Yes, do it. Oh my god.
Okay, just blur this part out, okay?
Yeah, definitely. I'll put like a black demonetized box on this or something.
Yeah, where it says my card.
Yeah, definitely.
And tax right here. Just cause
Yeah.
I agree.
I'll probably
3,
I'll probably purchase
2, 1. Wait, hold on. Let me play Megalovania.
I wouldn't do it because it is actually copyrighted.
Ah, damn it, Toby. All right.
Well, sing in
3,
our hearts.
2, 1. You feel. You feel the determination within you.
I will also censor that too. Yes. Worth it. Let's go. All right, we're going back to.
Oh shit!
If he actually accepts that, we are total gods. Oh my god, yes. That was 100% worth it. 100% worth it. Oh my god. And yes, this is totally worth me fiddling around with my boxes for GAHCast mid episode. This was worth it live, folks. This was worth it. This is gonna be great. All right. I think we have another topic too. Yeah, we have a couple of topics here. We got our little goofies here. So we are done with our
Yeah.
gaming topics for today, but I think we have another one worth talking about here. And yes, the celebration of Ghostweller streaming Undertale. Let's go.
He's gonna wake up to this probably because I think he's offline. Let me look. Yeah, he's offline. Last
yeah.
online 1 hour ago. Oh
Oh
shit.
my god, yes. Yeah, he's go. Anyways, I got our next topic here for today is the fact that the FCC is focusing on robocalls.
You mean my car's extended warranty?
Yeah, so what they're actually gonna do is they're trying to go around some loopholes, and a lot of them have actually been being. I'm sure you may guess are by the country. So what they're doing is that, as you can see here, beginning today, if a voice service provider's certification and other required information is not FCC robocall database, internet providers will be prohibited from directing that provider traffic.
Okay.
So in other words, the idea is that like there's some intermediary services that will take the data from these calls, and the possible proximity will be all the time.
Oh, I just
So
smacked my microphone. You fucking douche.
and
Oh,
everybody.
get out of my way, microphone. I just punched it. Sorry. Oh yes, let's raise my hand. Pong.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So I mean, you can't raise your hand, but raise
this
your
is my
hand
raised
if
hand.
any of you have ever. Good enough. Ghostweller would be pleased to see a hot dog. He loves hot dogs. A lot of hot dogs. Mmm. But yeah, raise your hand if you hate robocalls.
Yes, I hate robocalls so much. Like, I don't get them because I have them on, like, I have most of the time they're either blocked or my provider does it for me. They filter them out.
Yeah.
And usually they bypass that. They have to, like, I don't know, they have to text me first, I think. I'm not too sure. Um I'm not sure how it exactly works, but in general, yeah, that's kind of what I I don't have to deal with them as much, but I do get afraid of them sometimes because there have been some times where like there have been some things where what they do is they actually end up charging your phone bill. Like they rack up your phone bill and somehow they get money out of it.
Yeah.
So like that's been I've been afraid to answer phone calls that like I answer, nobody's on the other end, and then they wait, and then it just I get afraid every time. I would love to see all those robocalls just f off,
Or at
Like I'm
least
gonna be honest,
or severely mitigated at the very least.
yeah, because like I don't know. If it's 3 a.m. and I wake up to use the bathroom and I hear a phone call and I'm thinking like it's somebody important, and it's like, oh shit. No, but no, guess what? It's somebody telling me that they're the federal police and that they're gonna arrest me for tax evasion, even though I don't I don't really have many for taxes.
Right. I mean, if there's any robocalls for anyone selling GhostwellerGame, there's a Monica waiting for him at the local McDonald's. Please keep those legal. We need him legal because we need to send him as much Monica fan art as possible to our good friend GhostwellerGame.
Yeah,
I don't care
definitely.
what he says. Go send Monica fan art. He deserves it.
Certainly. Matter of fact, he should take our word on this, honestly, this whole part, taking our word on like changing his banner a little bit more,
Oh yeah,
you know.
absolutely. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest, just like,
yeah. Embrace the
uh,
Monica. Do it.
yeah, honestly, embrace it. Embrace the love. And embrace it, dude. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I think that's it for robocalls. So let's move on to Amazon's hardware event that they just had a few days ago. We'll close that out. So yeah, let's talk about how Amazon had a fall hardware event. They featured a lot of different things, a lot of interesting different things. We have smart thermostats, an Echo Show 15, which if you look at it, it's like wall mounted, and it's actually pretty big
Mm-hmm.
for $250 for a large screened smart assistant for calendars and stuff. I'm sure it's useful, but currently I have no need for it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the only thing it'd be useful for is to put down the days that we have to show GhostwellerGame, Monica, and Sans and Fortnite. That's the perfect use for that. And of
But
course,
for now,
mm-hmm,
but for now, um, we have to wait for a response.
mm-hmm. Oh, and even better, this would be the perfect time to show him our frantic fanfics. He can use it for that. Oh, be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently added more tricks to Amazon. So I guess what they added now is the ability for Alexa to pick up on sounds like glass breaking or dogs barking.
Which leads into a certain brand new hall monitor, right?
We're gonna save that for last. That's the best part.
Ah, because
They
not
did.
spoiling anything just yet, but we have a brand new hall monitor.
Mm-hmm. Now they did
But
it.
for
Yeah, they also. I'm gonna get back to this
oh
for
yeah,
a little bit. Um, they introduced a Disney themed Alexa. I don't know how we feel about Imperial domination targeting another Imperial domination. Yeah, we just talked about how the whole concept of power and how we have like Bethesda being bought by Microsoft, Insomniac, Firesprite, and Bluepoint, and then obviously the Oxenfree stuff. And then you have Disney, the pure epitome of power for the wrong reasons.
oh yeah, and the pure epitome of mood crystal lightsabers. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, dude. We all
Ugh,
know which one Ghostweller would use.
he'd use the one that is usually specific to Mace Windu.
Oh, I was almost thinking we could invent the rainbow one. We'll give him the rainbow one. That's more later. They did introduce Amazon Glow, which I guess is a video calling device and a toy in one. So this looks like a child-friendly video calling device that has like mini games and stuff on it.
I see.
It's like I'm looking at the picture. It looks like it's like AR, augmented reality, and like it projects these mini games on the surface of whatever you're using. And based off the projection, like they're showing the kid here using paint, like a paint like application on like a table, which is really cool.
Oh, I see now. Okay, yeah. So it's very much like all right, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, that's
So
what it looks like.
basically, it's augmented reality taken to a whole nother level in a sense. Like augmented reality that isn't just it isn't just, you know, stuff that you can interact through a device. It's stuff you can interact through the device, seeing your hand, like touching other things that are in the game but not in real life, you know, in
Yeah,
a sense. Very much like VR, but VR is it displays an entirely different world or something.
yeah. I mean, just think of how much Monica Ghostweller can make with that. Perfect.
Oh, oh yeah, he'd literally be the epitome of
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Just swap the. Let's put it PNG of Monica to replace the girl's face. I'll be brilliant.
Give me 1 second. Epitome, epitome, epitome. Why? What's happening? The epitome of this. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Oh, what shall I do? Should it be this?
Oh my
Should it
god.
be this? Or should it be
No. You know what the best idea is? Put that one on the guy side, and then you put Monica on the girl side, and then what you do is you put GhostwellerGame on the bottom with the VR headset.
all right? Uh, well, oh,
I don't get where it's going.
yeah. I mean, I kind of get it. You know,
Yeah,
I kind of get it.
unless you think it's funnier if the GhostwellerGame image that we have goes on the left hand side and we just flip it 90 degrees.
Uh,
Or this will work. Yeah, that's perfect.
uh, no, I get it. 1 second. Let me just try to find it. It only takes a little bit of time. Let me just like where is it? Son of a bitch. Okay, where is that? Wait 1 second. Yes.
The ultimate screen cap right there. Perfect. Imagine we see this and he's like, oh no.
I've got something even better. You're gonna love this.
Oh my god.
You're gonna love this. Where is it though? I need to know where it went. Damn it.
GhostwellerGame's biggest troll. Right here. This is what I am.
Yeah. I'm looking at other stupid photos.
Oh
There
my
is
god.
one.
Or if you want to, swap the Felix photo for either Sans from Undertale or Jonesy for Fortnite for the maximum effect.
Okay, give me 1 second.
If you want to. I know we have a lot. We have like one other topic to talk about as well, but that'd be funny as hell.
Oh yeah, give me 1 second. Just trying to find it, of course. Um,
Is that something from like Digimon?
no, it's Toad.
Oh my god, it was hard to tell. God damn it, Ghost. You may have to press enter a couple of times on that. Change the text color to gray. If you
Yeah,
can.
let me mess with it. Select color. High contrast green.
Yeah, just add a couple entered or something. Oh my god. God dang, go in your pants again. Wow. Yes. Yes. If you see the video version, he's like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
That's his. That's his parents coming in the fucking room and because him as a teenager, just like.
Are you winning, son?
You
No.
winning, son. That's what I was.
No, Ghostweller's not winning it now. He's watching VR porn of Monica and Felix. That's perfect 10 out of 10 screen cap worthy. Make that emote on his chat. Perfect. Or just put it on Discord. Oh my god. Yes. Are you winning? Oh my. I don't know if there's a way you can screenshot that, but screenshot that.
Okay, what I do is I just screenshot the entire desktop and I just crop it out in Paint. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
screenshot that, edit it for later, and then just post it on Ghostweller's server. Perfect.
Well, here, I mean, the funniest thing is that give me 1 second.
Or
Uh,
what we could do too is we could just save it for the premiere episode. That'd be beautiful. Save, so as soon as the episode premieres, we'll put it on Ghostweller's Discord. Oh man, it'd be perfect. I don't want any
all
blank
right.
moments, so I think I'll start scrolling down the list of other things they announced here from Amazon. Cause we had a fun little distraction there. Oh my god, that was great.
Oh yeah, sure, sure. Um,
Um,
but yeah,
they have a new Amazon has a new fitness band called Amazon Halo View. It's like a fitness. I don't know what they have. It's Amazon's take on one of those.
yeah.
They also showed more of. They have like a Ring, which is Amazon's like smart home services or whatever. They have like a home cam invitations. So I guess you can like. I guess it's like you can get invited to have one of these. So that's neat. Ring Alarm Pro. I guess yeah. It looks like it's a home security system, so that's interesting.
Oh yeah, rings. It's like it's literally a doorbell with a camera. I mean, it's a lot more than that. I think you can like control smart homes, but
Yeah,
yeah, in general, it's basically that.
and then we have more Blink cameras, so more video doorbell cameras. Nice. I mean, this one has 1080p video supposedly, so that's nice.
Hmm.
And motion detection sounds. All right, I can go right for the best for last.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
The $1,000 behemoth that we call Amazon Astro.
Oh my God, yes. Let me tell you about that. That's only the invitation price. That's the early adoption price. It's gonna cost 105. What? It's gonna cost 1,500 after it's like um fully done. After it's like past its early adoption.
Jeez.
Yeah, not that well. It's the early adoption, whatever it's called, the period, I guess.
But yeah,
But yeah.
since you the most interested of this product, yeah, tell us what this thing does.
Okay, so from the little video that I watched, it is oh my God. Let me show you this thing. Okay, so I can't exactly show you it because I don't know about the images, like if they're fully copyright. Basically, this damn thing, it is literally a Disney robot. Like it is literally Wall-E with like a flat screen mixed with like an anime like protagonist or something that is supposed to be cute. Oh my God. So basically this thing is those two dots simulate eyes, and it's got a lot of emotion, and it's got a lot of animation to it. Basically this thing is supposed to be your eyes when you're away from home. You could kind of get away with babysitting something for a few hours by just having this thing pilot and stalk whoever you're trying to babysit. Except, it can't put out a fire, but it can call a fire department or something. Um, so, if you're alone, you don't have kids, but you're afraid that your apartment got broken into, this thing has a little, like, selfie stick that extends from the back of it, like, the back of its, like, shoulders, and it shows a camera, and it shows what's happening, and it has a speaker on it that it can scare whoever it is away, and immediately call the police and that sort of stuff. So this thing is really interesting. Let me tell you. Not only that, but it it's basically an interacting little robot sort of friend. It is basically it is like if you had Alexa that was, could move around the house. It can't go upstairs or downstairs. It'll if you put it down if you have it go downstairs, it'll probably trip and fall down the stairs, and your $1,500 investment is gone. Um, and it can't go upstairs. It'll just hit the step and be like, "Oh shit, I can't do this." Um, it uses Amazon Alexa's text to speech, so
Yeah.
there's that. It can remind you, it can run up to you and remind you, or if it senses an intruder in the middle of the night, it'll scare it off. If it senses a raccoon or something like that, just like broke into your house or something, scare it off and, you know, do whatever. And basically, you connect it with, I think, some sort of companion app on your phone, I think, and you can have it do whatever it wants, and you can watch it through that video feed. Um, I kind of like it. Oh, also, if it senses that it's out of batteries and it knows you're home, or it desperately needs batteries, it can dock itself into its own charger, so you don't need to, you know, turn it off and send it to the charger. It'll literally back up into a charger and plug itself in. It is pretty darn cool. It's like a Roomba that has a lot more features than just vacuuming. And it doesn't vacuum, but
Mm,
that's for later, I guess.
yeah,
Um,
I mean, in a perfect world, what we would have this do is we would if we had all the money in the world, we would gift this to GhostwellerGame. We would gift it to him, and if there's a way to change the background of what the eyes would be to like Monica or Sayori or something like that.
yes.
Perfect. And
But anyways, this thing is literally a Pixar sort of Disney sort of movie creature,
yeah.
literally, and it's a robot. So I mean, I love it. I love the concept of it. It's damn expensive, but that'd be pretty damn cool to have it just go around, remind you if you need anything. So, like I said, it can't go upstairs. So if you're in a, a 2 or 3 story or higher, it can't go. It has to use the elevator or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you live in a, 1 story, you know, you can just, and you're elderly, this thing can remind you to take your medicine. It can, and you can, there's like a little cup holder on the very back of it. And if you get an attachment, you can extend how much it can carry. Um, and it can fetch you anything from somebody, sending you, a glass of beer. I mean, not a glass, but a bottle of beer to your daily meds. And I like it. It's pretty cool. Um, but that price point, I hope there's a XS version, you
Mm,
know, one that doesn't, it has all the needs, but not all the wants, or it's just generally cheaper or cheaped out on or something, or has a smaller battery or something.
right.
But yeah, no, this is a really cool thing. I like it really much, or very much, sorry. Um, like I said, it's like a Pixar character in real life or something. It's like it's everything you'd want. It's an android that is cute,
Mm.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
If our good friend Ghostwire was into Jimmy Neutron, make it like Garter.
it's literally Goddard, like literally. Oh my god, yeah, it's like Goddard except more modern and cutesy.
Yeah.
Um,
But obviously, the perfect world would be we buy one of these. We switch out the eyes for a picture of Monica or Sayori or whoever other character he likes, and
hey, let me tell you, that is a touchscreen right there. That is a TV touchscreen.
yeah,
You
perfect.
can have it show any image you want. And you can, I'm gonna assume people are gonna mod the shit out of it and allow you to put anime character instead of it on it, Have like Hatsune
Uh,
Miku or something as a mod.
Funny enough, it's hard to really see from my angle, but yeah, if you look on my right over here, technically where my left,
Yeah.
you'll see a bluish poster over there.
Is that Hatsune Miku? Don't
Yes.
stare at me.
I,
This is a damn question.
it's funny. I only have that poster because of memes. I don't. I just laugh at Hatsune Miku a lot of the time I see her. I don't really listen to her music much. I have a Hatsune Miku shirt and I have a poster only because I just like laughing at it.
Well, you're allowed to.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but going back to our themes from earlier. Back when we were doing the game show, the IGS celebration. Like, not everyone's going to be interested in Amazon products. Like, if you're into Amazon Alexa, this is like a really cool day for you, especially Astro.
Oh yeah. I'm only interested in it not because of it's Amazon, but like, holy crap, you have a realistic kind of Pixar sort of character robot thing. Oh my
Actually,
god,
actually, there's another thing too. Have you heard of what Sony did a while ago?
No.
They actually have a robotic dog you can buy, and they actually make this.
Oh, well, is it kind of just like the robot dogs that simulate?
Well,
Like,
it's a pretty expensive thing actually. It's called the IBO. They had a rebooted.
oh,
They have an IBO. I think they rebooted it, and it's like a full on like robotic dog, and you could actually train it tricks and everything.
oh, I see. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like an eye dog, but it doesn't play music. It only
No,
plays touch.
it literally acts like a real dog.
Yeah. Instead
So
of playing music, it's an eye dog.
mm,
It's a real dog that is not real. I'd love to harass the neighbors' dogs with it.
right. Well,
See
speaking of
what?
funny moments and stuff, well, this isn't actually funny, but this is something worth talking about.
Mhm.
Not because of the person that's involved,
Yeah.
but because of well, wait for the fact that
Yeah, the the
yeah,
the
if
thing is that he person that it involves believes strongly in Section 230, and he's doing something to uh appeal something that he lost because they aren't a publisher yet by law.
yeah. So what happened here is I'm sure a lot of people can notice by the headline I had on the top. Donald Trump is trying to sue for his Twitter rights back.
Hmm.
Now I know he's been a fairly controversial figure. In fact, I can admit this right now. If you are someone on the far right, not far right, but right leaning, I guess you could say, you're gonna
Yeah,
find
or
this guy is an absolute pariah. Like he was the guy that you want to bring back America that you are familiar with, a more conservative, grounded country, less taxes, you know, getting things back in order. You know, like the idea,
Texas I can agree with.
yeah, like some of the principles he has. You know, I don't want to get this too political, but
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say if you're leaning toward this side, yeah, you're gonna view him as a pariah. But if you are left leaning, you view this guy with an absolute giant middle finger, think he's a racist, xenophobic idiot.
Which you're allowed to have that opinion.
Exactly.
As an American citizen, you're allowed to have either opinion, and that's what's so great about this country, I guess, you know.
Mhm.
We didn't even want to do this topic because we were afraid of it being too controversial, but any news is good news, I guess, sometimes, for the journalist.
Yeah.
But just want to say we're not fence sitting. We're just this is the news, okay?
Mhm. Yeah. So my thoughts on the whole thing is, looking at it from here, we know Donald Trump's a controversial figure, but rather I want to steer this instead of the political side of things, because we all
Yeah.
have our own opinions on what we think of this guy.
Hmm.
Let's just move it over to the tech side and the implications of this.
Yeah, the reality of it, not the not the opinion of it, more just the actual facts about it. Like the idea of suing for getting your account back because you're banned off of it when this is a private company, not a publisher or what
Yeah,
I forgot. Is it publishers that have to abide by that
I'm
like
not.
First Amendment stuff? I'm not. Let me look it up.
Yeah,
Just so we're not wrong half the way.
yeah. But let's just put it this way: like, yes, I'm gonna try and present this from both sides of the issue as much as I can. So, if you're on the left-leaning side, you're gonna say that Twitter has full responsibility to doing this. This is technically a private establishment. It's not public forum. They have the right to ban him. In addition, you may find that the rhetoric he uses is hateful and harmful. I get it. if you're on the right side, you view it as, you know, private firms having domineering control over what you say and how you react to things. It's a sign that, that it's speech being controlled by private companies, which is actually kind of a scary thought if you think about it.
It quite is. Like I'm not gonna get too big into it, but honestly, I do feel it's a bit annoying when you could be censored by a company that has a lot of power, and this brings back to power. If they have enough power to censor you, you know, and the government can't even censor you that much compared to a company that is very big, well renowned, or well known, or very famous, that the entire population probably uses it, or at least a good amount. Like why would you I, you know, why would you not say that at least this is a little bit unfair? Because, like, companies, like, I wonder if companies could like buy out some parts of the government or something like that. If it gets that to that point where they are more powerful than the government in that sort of sense.
It's funny to think about how many companies, know the loopholes of how to, avert money and saving of the tax havens and all other stuff. I mean, it's all economics, so I don't want to get into that sort of thing.
Oh
But
yeah, certainly. I'm just saying that that's a point that I do kind of think about a lot, is like this is a little scary that they could be more powerful than the government because of their uh famousness, or whatever it's called, you know,
yeah,
or if they get to the point where, even infamy, I guess,
mm-hmm,
but they legally can still do it or something like that. I
yeah,
do understand that point of view, and it is kind of scary.
mm-hmm, yeah,
But back to you.
yeah. So as we were saying, this is like the concept of power itself, and the idea that you can, it's like what we said. Like, just think about how much is controlled by the large companies like Disney and Fox. So actually, well, Fox is technically part of Disney, but the Fox News section that's separate from everything else that was sold off of Disney and CNN and New York Times and all this other stuff. And like Facebook and Twitter and like how much impact they have on our news and what we think of things and the political extremism that's going on in modern society. Like this technological power that a lot of, like especially social media. I'm not counting a lot of the other sites, but that sort of
Mhm.
power is kind of dangerous. Like it's like social media can determine like who can be relevant and who cannot be relevant, who is likely to be an outcast and who is likely to fit in.
Yeah, and that's all based on, the flip of a switch, or the algorithm deciding this I'm not feeling it today. Let's shadow ban, that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
we didn't talk about this in one of our topics, but YouTube is now going after like vaccine misinformation and banning all the stuff related to that, and that could potentially be dangerous too. Like, how many more YouTube videos can you ban for information control?
Yeah, that's a little, I mean, not allowing you to have your own opinion on it. It's kind of, I mean, when it comes to that point, I agree a little bit, because, Canada even banned people like using misinformation. I think it was something, it was C something bill. I don't know, but there was that. Um, that does make a bit sense, but yeah, information wants to be free, that sort of thing, you know. But does misinformation want to be free too?
Yeah,
That is a bit,
I mean, we seen
But
what
I do
happened.
understand
Yeah, we
where
seen
you're
what
going at.
happened. Yeah, I mean, we do see what happened with Trump and how like as soon as he was gone from president, like Twitter went crazy with like a bunch of and Facebook too even it went crazy with a bunch of changes. They already like moved the presidential accounts over to Biden already, and I'm just like they wanted this done ASAP.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But besides that, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, personally, I have preferred one candidate over the other. I'm not gonna say which one exactly, But
Mhm.
I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just trying to keep it as unbiased as humanly possible. The viewpoint I've
Yeah.
shared today and things I presented makes me seem a little bit more right leaning, and I can understand that. But if we look at the left side of the coin, the idea that you want this hate speech gone, anything that could potentially offend somebody to be gone, to make it clean and a safe haven for everyone to express whatever they want to think about. And that may partially be true. Like, you look at what you're trying to do is like, if there's something that's blatantly hateful, like obviously, yeah, go ahead and ban them. Like that's perfectly fine.
Oh
But
yeah,
but some
certainly.
but some people wonder like how far should this go? How far do you want to make it before it gets too out of control?
Yeah, I do get that point of view as well. I when it comes to that is like there is a gray area, and then there is a I feel like there's a buffer in between what is like needs to be censored and a buffer of what if you feel it needs to be censored you can, but it's a little bit wrong to, in a sense that you're screwing over somebody who might have a point about something, or they like that's just saying if so we all know what the color blue looks like um some people think blue is just blue, but there are different shades of blue. But there are some people who think that blue is just blue. Hell, there are some people who think blue is what red is. And I'm not talking about color blindness. I'm just saying some people are wrong and they choose to misinform you in that sort of sense. But when you're, I guess, when you're actively dismissing more pertinent like questions, or because like the idea of like that's what I was kind of getting when I thought like Europe was banning all type C chargers, is that, and that's I think what Apple was saying, is that they would ruin innovation in a sense. Slightly agree with that, because you can just say, oh, only type C is allowed here, but what I'm saying is that you can't innovate unless you're building off of the original concept. But some things need to be uprooted to create brand new things that might even be more efficient. Like, I'm just gonna ask you, why do NVMe drives exist? Because SATA is very limited in how much it can transfer from, you know, the SATA port to the solid state drive. Solid state drives, if they had an NVMe, um, not an adapter, but if they were built as NVMe, but they were the same exact thing, who knows? They probably could have been a bit more faster. They wouldn't be as compact as NVMe's are, and even then SSDs are still compact. That's all I'm saying, is that if like computer manufacturers only suck with SATA, and we had SATA Gen 4, we'd in a sense kind of just be, you know, limiting it, excuse me, limiting it a tad bit further, even more.
Right.
That's all I'm saying, is that um to harken back to that, is that if you were to just force people into one specific thing or some specific idea or ideology, there's no room for finding what might also work, in a sense.
Yeah.
That's why the US isn't just a democracy or just a republic.
Hmm.
You know, um, it's there's two major political parties, and then there are independent parties that are allowed to be independent, even though they might not be getting anywhere. Who knows? There might be an ideology that could be a bit more successful, even though it's not likely to happen within these 200 plus years that have, you know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like I could tell you this much right now. Like based off, I wouldn't be surprised at one point one of the two major political parties collapses, and based off the radicalization of politics these days, if a more radical version of a party rises.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. That would be quite scary, I feel. But
it would be scary, and it already is scary because we're having all these people you know are already drifting farther and farther apart. The sense of unity has been dying. Like you can't walk nearby somebody and have a sane conversation if you're into politics at least. And
yeah,
that's why I try to avoid politics on this show at least because politics is a very dangerous tool and you have to walk a very fine line.
oh yeah, I know certainly, and that's why, like I said, we're not fence sitting or whatever you want to say. It's just this is the news. This is our, you know, this is our, I guess, opinions on it. But
That we're
these
trying
aren't
to
to be taken exactly to heart.
yeah, like we're trying to keep this as unbiased as possible.
Yeah, that's why I'm very open ended with my statements. Is this? I feel like if you were to, you can have a standardization, but if that standard is outdated,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the whole, you know, uh, segregation sort of stuff, that's very outdated nowadays. You don't see that.
Yeah.
Change it, make it a bit better, make it the best it can be, that sort of thing.
Right. So, do we have anything else to say on this all these topics besides what we already said, or do we just want to call it the end because we already finished all the topics?
I'm gonna check my friends list, see if Ghostweller's online. No, he isn't.
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it. I want to get a live reaction too. I'll record it. Okay. If he pops in, I'm going to record whatever happens.
Yeah,
Um,
he's sleeping.
but
He's gonna be daydreaming of Monica. I'll tell you this much right now. He's daydreaming Monica.
he very much is probably sleeping. And not in a bad way. It's just shit happens.
I know. He was telling us he had a rough day today. So before the recording, and we were about to have him on here, but the real
Yeah.
truth is that something rough happened with him, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. But despite us joking a lot throughout the episode about him, we do hope he's feeling better next week, and we hope to have him back on soon.
Oh, yeah, certainly. See, I want instead of it being a rival, fucking never mind. Sorry, these people driving by with their engines. Instead of it being like a rivalry, as far as I could tell, you know, I think it should be more of a, we should find a way to support each other as in a sense, like that sort of stuff. I'll talk to you more about it, but
Yeah.
I noticed it's a bit of a rivalry sometimes. It's
Oh
like,
yeah. We have some things to say because obviously, I mean, I have a video I'm planning on making fairly soon. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I have a video coming up. I want to explain about what's been going on with these audio glitches and everything like that. So if you see an audio glitch in the episode, just comment down below, and I'll try to transcribe what we've said throughout the that portion of the episode.
yeah.
Which I'm still looking into how I'm going to solve it. I mean, I've been decreasing resolutions and frame rates and everything to hopefully try and get it to be as smooth as possible. But
There don't seem to be that many issues on my side, like when it comes to like you glitching out or something. So I
it's
am happy. I'm happy when it came to that part.
yeah, it's mostly once we get the final product that we'll see. Cause I did have to downscale this to 720p, 30 frames per second.
Yeah, but that's not that bad. It's HD still.
Yeah, I'm hoping to God that the web browser was not the reason why my entire audio gets screwed up. Because if that's the case, we'd be having problems. I like to present articles as we go along.
hmm
If I have to stop doing that for a while, oh man, that's not gonna be very good.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you really want to compromise, what you could do is no audio and record as you're listening to the actual podcast, like audio recording or video. You can also record you going through the article while also having everything else closed but the video. That's a very gaudy, like I feel a very gaudy like
That
solution, but
that
it works.
it could, but I just feel like that adds a lot more time than it needs to just for that. So
Yeah, that's all I'm saying though. It's like
yeah,
that's
it's not worth it for that, but
certainly
I'm
not.
yeah, I'm just gonna we're gonna figure out as time goes on. I mean, do have to find a lighter weight web browser or anything like that to make GAHCast work, and hopefully I will be able to find something.
Hmm.
But anyways, all right, everybody. So I think this is the end of the episode. I think FluufAlpaca agrees.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
So
pretty much
yeah, comment down below if you want to be featured on our show, or whatever. We're trying to get comments of the day, but every time we do so, no one comments, and just comment, please. We just want to feature people on the show, make it more community driven, and
yeah.
we haven't been getting anything, and I'm hoping that someone will point out some random audio glitch and I could transcribe what that means, or anything. I'm trying to keep this as smooth as possible, but I know on my channel, like I said, I'm gonna have a video explaining like why these audio issues have been happening and how I've been trying to remedy this and all this other stuff. So that's gonna be a whole video in its own right.
Oh yeah.
Which for some reason these Godcast episodes like to get audio glitches, and then every video I like to make is just perfectly fine, and I don't know why. But anyways, I'm HighJoy99.
And fuck GhostwellerGame.
Yeah,
Anyways, and I'm FluufAlpaca or Mercury Alpaca or whatever. I'm gonna rebrand myself. I'm rebranding a little bit because like I'm gonna try to get back into doing recordings and that sort of stuff. Hopefully it works out. Anyways, not to plug everything in, but you're HydroWave99. I'm fuck Ghostweller Game, and I'll see you next Tuesday.
yes, at that point. I mean, really, we record these on Saturdays. But anyways, bye everyone.
Bye.